It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
If that's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers, you got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete to James.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Got his man. That's Harry. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. James White's first carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. They find some open field here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with a touchdown pass to Julian Edelman. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on
7-7, our score after one.
at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michelle.
Well, we all know the guy carrying. The ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He hits White, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Ball carrier.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Carr completes it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Carr. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Carr to throw again. being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught. This is White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got White here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? A final shot before the break. Newton. This is White on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line. New
England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Max 50, Max 50. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10.
The play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second down.
To try again after the sack. Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To throw is Newton. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 79 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, you know, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check three, check three. He's crossing. He's changing.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And it's Michel once again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
New England on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Michel, they toss it out right to him. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 44 is the mark. 44 is the mark.
They snap it to Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You ain't going nowhere. Gun. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50. Watch the backer.
Now it's Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington football team. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. First carry for Peyton Barber. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Pernell McPhee on the down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Haskins. He's able to find Inman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Washington.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
throw complete into the flat out left. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
They're going to the air on the opening drive. Third down, here's Haskins. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Washington.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Touchdown, Washington.
The ball carrier.
J.D. McKissick, 38 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point.
The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24, Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Ravens nothing.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Dwayne Haskins scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
He's checking.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw taken in by Sims. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A carry now for McKissick. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
24-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On play action, Haskins. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Steven Sims as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Ravens nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Don't say nothing. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Blue there.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Baltimore Ravens.
They go play action now. Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That's gonna be a long day.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, report.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Jackson will throw again. Quick slant to Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Again, Jackson eluding the pressure. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
a handoff to Barber. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 30.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Barber on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. It'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 1st down, Barber. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. Barber. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards remain on second down.
On the handoff, this is Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And you and I, we just looked at each other. Kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Tampa.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
32-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And now off off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete to number 86.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown.
Allen's pass.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the 38, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
First and
running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
From the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Bills will use the set. Into their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
35-yard line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun on third down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Howard with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down. The first carry now. This is Hill. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
Back at the 42.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, this off the screen to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Not much there, only a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Ryan. A slant to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Here's Powell on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 43-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Powell on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
9-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. The counter here, it's complete. They're able to get this one across the 45 before it was brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
More yards.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
23 yards the pickup there.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another carry down for Gurley. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Hill. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Boy, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
47-yard line.
Here's second and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back, and they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Going deep this time for Miller. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. But he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
23-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
Score, Falcons 10.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.